The Russians put the first man on the moon.
That's steps away from nuclear war.
There's no going back.
A three-way race to Mars.
We're not going to come in second place again.
Today, we take the next step towards a self-sustaining Mars colony.
How would you describe the series For All Mankind?
It's an alternate sort of history of the space program. How would the world have changed if the United States had lost the race to the moon to the Russians in 1969? And in our telling, it propelled us into greater space efforts, that the United States took that as, a personal, like, affront. And instead of getting out of space like we kind of did in the 70s, and we cut back the Apollo missions, and we kept cutting NASA's budget and ambitions more and more and more, it propelled us to go bigger. So we got moon bases, and now by the fourth season we have a Martian base. And that you're seeing that effort, that investment in science and technology, the push of putting more women in the program early sparked a more inclusive a NASA program that sparked a more inclusive world that had bigger benefits in technology, that brought nuclear fusion. And ultimately, it's sort of painting a more optimistic portrait of the future that could have been and the future that we can still have today.
And I think this season is a perfect example of that. You think, oh, we're in a much better place, clean energy source, the world's going to be better, but yet that's caused a lot of tension and drama on Earth in terms of workers being out of jobs and being pushed aside. And I love that push and pull of our show, that we're showing, oh, look how far we've come, look how inclusive we are. The world is a better place, but for some people, actually, that technological push forward has actually made things worse for them.
What's happened?
Something incredible.
This asteroid, it could change everything for people back home.
This was a year that felt like a big pivot point for the show, where we're going from a more of a period piece with little sci-fi elements to really more of a sci-fi show with period elements. And I think that was an exciting challenge. I mean, the idea that we are launching a mission to an asteroid right as, in reality, we are now launching missions to asteroids is very exciting. In a strange way, the show is caught up to the present in 2003. And the opportunities that allow us are exciting, but also challenging in terms of the science and the research of how to pull that off. So keeping it grounded has been difficult, but in terms of the arc of the show and the stories we get to tell with the characters now, it's been incredible.
We always said, certainly in the beginning, that by losing, we kind of won the race, and we're winning the race in terms of we've actually gone much farther than, it pushed NASA to go much farther than they did in our timeline. So in fact, there's so many different ways to get there, and actually losing propelled us even further.